Going from the bottom. Oh my god, that thing is huge. Let's put a canoe in.
Canoes, canoes. It's a gorgeous day. Hallelujah.
Oh.
Oh, hush, Debbie Downer. You see one little gray cloud, little Charlie Brown, and you go sad on us.
Because we had so many gray clouds last summer that
Okay,
interrupted all of our projects.
This is a good video about water-inspired projects, so let's not complain about when there's water in the air.
We've had a lot of water lately, let's just
A
say.
little all over the place, but
Yeah. All right, what are we doing today?
I don't know. I think we're going to be doing 3 projects today. We're going to start looking at this new canoe. Well, it's not new, but it's new to us. And we're going to look at some cleaning products on it to shine it up for a potential water garden.
Yeah, but first, if you follow us on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, but if you do, you may have recalled seeing this back in, I think, Christmas time, right? Because we got it from Todd's sister's house. So we drove that thing for 3 hours from South Carolina through the windy mountain roads, and it made it here in one piece. So,
And we were originally thinking, I was originally thinking, I wanted to hang it in the middle of our entryway.
y'all, it's 17 feet long.
So then we measured, and it was like, okay, well, that'll probably hit the ceiling fan in the loft, so it's probably not the best idea. So second best idea, because we're not going to probably bring it to the lake and use it that much, because we already have 2 sea kayaks, so we don't really need it for that purpose. But we do want to make it into a water garden that you could take it all out and use it eventually. We're not going to totally damage the canoe, but I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and that brings us to part 2, I guess, of this whole project.
Yep.
So if you've been following us, you know that we've been working on this sloped garden on this side, which we've done a pretty good job making it a lush paradise, if you will. But we still have that concrete pillar back there. So that's going to bring us to what we're also going to work on today, because it's also going to tie into putting the canoe here, right?
Yep.
So we're not going to be finishing this project, at least this part of it, today. It's going to be in phases, but we're just kind of positioning it where we think it's going to eventually go. And even this location is not where it's eventually going to go. It's going to go a little bit into that garden that's behind Todd right now, but
That's what we're thinking.
yeah.
And so today I've got 2 products. There's an aluminum cleaner and a polish. And so I'm going to try just a little spot to see if it works okay. And then in a later video, we'll do the whole cleanup and install and put in all that there. So
Yeah. That's why it's going to take a little bit of extra time to figure all those steps out. But step 1 was getting here. Step 2 is putting it in place. Step 3 through 10 is going to be maximizing it with plants, because you know us, we're going to do that, right?
and maintaining it.
Yeah, and we're going to have features in there that have the water moving, so we're not going to have mosquitoes. And hopefully we even have carnivorous plants in there, like pitcher plants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To actually kill the mosquitoes as well, and other bugs like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, is pitcher plants and
Yeah.
good stuff like that.
All right, what do you say we go show them the concrete pillar real quick?
Yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
I'll take you along over there.
Okie dokie. So here's the concrete column.
Also, this column was already here. Let's just preface that.
Yeah, we didn't put it here, and we don't know what their intention was with it. We didn't know if they were going to put a light on it or what, but instead of like decommissioning it and taking it down, we're going to just live with it and work with it. And so what we're thinking of using is facing it out with these cedar boards and just do them horizontal all the way down on both sides. So we're going to build it out with a 2x4 and then have that to nail into, and then we're going to stain this. We haven't chosen the color yet. We got 2 colors to choose from, but we're going to put this around the outside, stain it, and then we've got a big concrete what do you call it,
88-pound piece of concrete.
it's a 24 by 24 inch. It's actually for a patio, but if it's perfect on top of this, and once it's built out another inch or 2, it's going to look like it's meant to be there.
And wait till you see the pottery that we're going to be putting on there as well. We're going to make it into like a bird bath feature, I think. Also going to have a water bubbler in there, a solar powered one.
Yep.
So that we keep the mosquitoes at bay. And we're just kind of wanting the birds to have a little bit of a sanctuary as well. So And I think Todd wants to put a couple of plants in there.
Just a few.
Just a few water plants, so.
I'm very excited because we get to use the Ramset. It's where you hit the end of it and it has like a little gunshot kind of thing in it.
Oh yeah.
And it shoots the nail into the concrete.
Wally is not going to be happy with us on this one.
Oh well.
Will it sound like a gunshot?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like pow. This quick. Like a gunshot.
All right.
Just like me.
Stay tuned. All right, while Todd's in the back cutting those boards, I'm going to get to work planting a few plants. Wouldn't be a weekend without plants, right? So we did get 3 purple fountain grasses. Those are actually annuals on our zone 7, but we really liked how they were featured last year behind the hydrangeas over here. And you can actually maybe see the clumps that are still dead from where they died last year. So we're going to be planting those 3 purple fountain grasses there. They get pretty tall, about as tall, or if not taller than this tallest hydrangea on the right. And check out these lantanas. They were on sale, so we could not resist getting those. They're also annuals, but and then we got some cat's pajamas nepeta. Thanks, Garden Answer, for that recommendation. A couple more dahlias, some geraniums, and 4 different azujas. So we're going to be using that to fill in some ground cover over in this area. So if you remember on our last video, we didn't have enough topsoil and mulch, so we kind of stopped about right here. So we need to fill in this gap, put a few more plants in there. I think we'll call it done on this part until we bring in this guy, because I think he's going to have to fit slightly inside this garden, which means perhaps that hydrangea is going to have to come out, but we're going to figure that out as we go along. There goes Todd.
Alrighty, it's time for the Ramset. So we've got the old school kind where you have to hit it in the back with a hammer. But the cool thing is it's kind of like a gun in some ways. I don't know if that's cool, but see the shells? So the shell goes down in the hole, just like on a gun. And it goes there. There's like a little stopper that keeps it from going too far down. Just like so. And then when you're ready, you take the hammer and like whack, and then it puts it in. Safety first. You ready? Look at that, y'all. Look! That's not going anywhere.
So you really only need to do one, right?
Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's awesome. Oops. I'm gonna go with this.
I think baby. Let's make it clean. Look at that. Oh look. I like it. I think it might need to go. Yeah, that's perfect. Almost looks like a beehive. You gonna show them the bowl real quick?
Yeah.
Check out the bowl.
Hold on a second. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
All right, we're back with the wood stain. We're gonna do 2 tests. One is a
Kona.
and one is a
Ebony. Let's see. Ooh, that's dark. What do you think?
It is dark.
you mean to do it on the separate one?
Oh, wow.
What do we think?
Let's do a sample test.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
that?
it is turn brown.
I like that.
It's browner.
Black would go with the rail. I don't know.
I think I like black now that you say it would blend in with the house and the rail.
Yeah, when you hold it up, like, it looks just like the house, because the house is cedar as well.
Let's do black.
They're almost so similar.
Yeah, let's do black.
Okay. Oh, there's a frog.
Yeah. All right, it's a little bright, isn't it? We also got a Japanese maple, a red one, to match the ones over there. So the object is to have two on each side, or one on each side, so it flanks the house. So we're trying to figure out a place to put it.
Yeah, I think it would look good if you could see it out the window and off the deck. And I think the maroon color stands out against the azaleas, because everything is so green over there.
So you like that?
Yeah.
All right, time to drill. Apparently we were buying plant tone and thinking it was biotone. They're not the same thing.
Nope, we learned the biotone is actually formulated to specifically enhance root growth and...
Not for plant starter.
Yeah. You dig that hole. Hey, go get some good soil.
I think I did pretty good with using the last of our biotone. $29.99 at our local nursery that we just found.
Ooh, nice roots.
So like that, right?
Yeah.
Trying to break it apart, everybody.
That one's called an Acer something Bloodgood.
I love it.
Are you pleased?
I am. Been wanting a little tree right there this whole time.
It looks so good.
All right, this is mostly our perennial garden. We've added a couple annuals this year. We did some coleus, we did some lantanas, and some dahlias as well. Unfortunately, all three of those are annuals for us, even though we want them to be perennials. Oh, and we also added a couple more foxgloves. And cool thing is, we have some coming back from last year. Look at this. Look. 1, 2, 3. And we have a little one right here as well.
No.
And what's crazy is all of these seeds are from last year as well, too. So the best part about this garden is, like I said, it's perennial. So a lot of this stuff was planted last year and it's coming back. So we haven't really had to do very much here except a little maintenance left and right. So watch the space. Give us a couple months. It's all going to fill in. It's only the first weekend in May right now. So it's going to look great. And pretty soon, off to Todd's left, we're going to have rhododendrons blooming. And it's going to look even more gorgeous out here too, right?
Yep, more gorgeous, sir.
We have cinnamon ferns coming up. We have one. We have another one over there.
I love the cinnamon ferns. Like, it looks like the little fiddleheads are coming up.
And these are the giant ferns that get about to this tall, maybe 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. There's another cinnamon.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a Christmas. I think this is either a haystack or something else, but I just love this little berm of ferns we got. Love it.
All right, the canoe is up next. I don't think we're going to be able to do very much on it today because we're running out of daylight.
Yeah, I just want to do a test spot on it to clean.
Running out of daylight, meaning we want to sit on the porch and enjoy this beautiful evening.
Yeah.
But,
I'm going to try to clean just a little bit of it. I want to do a test spot to see how it shines up.
yeah. And then we need to do a little bit more work on the concrete pillar over there. We need to also get a seal, right? Because there's a drain hole in that pot.
Yeah, I need to just close it up.
Yeah, and then we'll add the water and we'll add the bubbler and the plants. So it's all a work in progress. We made a lot of good work today, right?
That's right. Well, I'm going to try a test spot on this canoe to see if I can shine it up a little bit. That'll be a story for another day to actually finish it and clean it up. But I've got a couple products that I'm going to try on it. I'm going to use a household cleaner just to get the dirt and grime off. Then I have a solution that you pour on to It basically restores and cleans, so it should make this aluminum canoe like new again. To finish it off, I'm going to use this polish and just to see how shiny this little canoe will get. It looks kind of dirty and gross, but it's aluminum, so what I'm going to use is just some 7th generation cleaner and just spray this on it just to get the worst of it off, just to break up some of that dirt. It's actually cleaning up. Not bad for a first run. Ooh, that's getting clean. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna clean up nice. So now I'm gonna do the aluminum, it's not a stripper, but it's a cleaner restorer. We'll try that now. Let's see what that does. All right, so I'm just gonna pour some of this on. You only leave it on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then you wash it off. Alrighty, y'all. Let it sit for a few seconds, or actually a few minutes. So now I'm gonna rinse it off and see how shiny it gets. I would say that turned out pretty good. So I'm just gonna dry it off a little bit and then use the polish just to see how that does. It's like waxing a car. You put this on and then you wax it off. Wax on, wax off. This gives us an idea of how much work it's gonna be to do the whole front. Wow, pretty good. Well, I think we have a winner. I think this is gonna do a really good job cleaning up the rest of it. We're probably just gonna do the front side of it because the back side will be covered. The idea is that we're gonna kind of tuck it up here like it's been here forever and then have plants coming from the sides and around and in, so it looks like it's just part of the landscape. That's the idea, so stay tuned. We're gonna probably do this one over another video, but we're really excited. This is gonna be a really fun water feature, and I might even get some fish. What? What's that? Looks like you're peeing uphill.
The only way to get that last one right up there.
I mean, today.
There's so much to do, Todd. There's so much to do.
But what are we gonna do today, though?
I think sit on the porch.
I think I'm ready to do that. Okay, well, let me go get Wallace and we'll go get some porch sitting time. Oh, he's already here. Hey, old man. He loves his porch.
All right, good morning. We're back. I was just sitting out here admiring that beautiful piece of art back there. It just looks so gorgeous now. Can't wait till we have it all completed. It's going to be a little bird sanctuary, if you will. Anyway, I'm going to get to work. I've got a couple of things I'm going to plant today. So I have 3 more purple fountain grasses. Todd wanted me to get a couple more to put in this garden that we've been working on. I also picked up 3 pink dianthuses. And these are perennial for us in zone 7B. They did self-seed last year, so we thought, well, might as well get a couple and put it in the garden as well. And then I also found these. These are actually annuals, but it's a blue daze, so it might provide a little bit of more ground cover. So it's going to be really quick. I'm just going to plop them in a couple places around here. And then we need to do a big mulch on this part of this garden. So if I get my act together and have enough time, I'm going to clean up some of this creeping Jenny that's kind of spreading in a little bit too far. We really only wanted it on the outside, but again, you guys all told us it was going to creep. So I'm going to clean up that, and then this is basically our perennial and evergreen garden. So I'm going to do a big mulch over everything, and then it should be good to go for this section. Also, I took the measuring tape out because you can see it starts right there and runs all the way to there. So that is 17 feet, and that's the length of the canoe. So that's where it's going to have to fit. But man, oh man, that is going to change the look of this space completely. And it also does another job as well, because originally we had talked about expanding this little garden bed anyway to about right there. So it's actually going to fulfill that portion of what we wanted to do. And create a nice new water garden, plant garden, and who knows what else it's going to turn into. So yeah, this is definitely an evolving project, so stay tuned as we turn this part of our landscaping into another lush oasis. All right, time to mulch. And you might see a couple spots that look like they need mulch, but I actually planted some wildflowers about a month ago and they're sprouting, so I don't want to cover them up with mulch because it'll probably suffocate them. So if you see that, that's what's going on there. All right, just a quick update. While I've been mulching, Todd was doing a little busy work.
I was almost done. I just literally put the can of paint away and I pushed the lid down and it just squirted out all over me. What a great day. What a great day.
Yeah, he was doing a little touch-up work on the pedestal over there. We saw a couple pieces that just needed to be fixed a little bit, so you know us, we gotta make it perfect. But the mulch is looking really good. Let me show you real quick. Really blends in with the black lights and everything too.
Yeah.
And the post.
Wish I wouldn't have got, I think I got some paint on the clematis, but
No.
Oh well.
Also, we did paint these. We've told you we were going to paint those in the last video. There were a couple of green pieces in there, and we definitely did not paint them until today. So
Better late than never though, right?
yeah. God, it's so much different from what it used to look like. I cannot get over that. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be showing you the mulch, wasn't I? Yeah, mulch is really exciting, right? So yeah, this is mostly perennials. We do have a couple of annuals, including the coleus and the purple fountain grass for us. And then the little pieces in between where you see the little zigzag lines. Those are little wildflowers that are popping up, so. And I didn't mulch over there in the corner because, again, that's where we're going to be bringing in the canoe, so it didn't really make sense because I think that hydrangea is going to have to be taken out. And last but not least, the big front garden. Man, mulch totally just changes the look of everything, doesn't it? Ah, beautiful. All right, welcome back to Todd and Rob's Plant Variety Hour. You know the drill. All right, what you got, Todd?
Welcome to our water garden. So I've got 4 plants that I'm going to be putting in. I've got to rinse the rocks and prepare the pots, and then we're gonna load them in, kind of in this order. We've got 4 different varieties. We've got a Hawaiian punch elephant ear, Japanese iris, a hardy water canna, and a dwarf Egyptian papyrus. And so we're gonna take off the plant matter that's on the roots now and replace it with a sand and rock or a pebble solution or a mixture, and then we're gonna put them back in. The next step after we get those put in will be to fill it with water, and then we've got a solar water fountain that we're going to try out that has like a little white LED situation going on in the center. And so we're going to try that out to see how it works, but I've also got 2 or 3 other ones just in case this one doesn't work how we like.
And unfortunately, it is cloudy and drizzly today, so we don't know for sure if the water bubbler is going to work today.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because it is solar powered.
Let's get to washing some rocks.
All right, our favorite. So what we don't want to have happen is anything to leach into the bird bath, and then the birds drink that water.
So I'm using the pebbles for now. I'll probably pull these out and use a aqua soil or sand. Aquatic sand.
Substrate.
Yeah, I'll probably do that like maybe next weekend. I just need to get some.
Order up. All right, next up is the dwarf Egyptian papyrus. Did somebody say plant for your bird bath? I'm sure Todd will rearrange these after I put them in anyway. Oh,
love it. Be
That's
careful.
That's
Don't
a
let
nice
it all
one.
fall out.
And we also have the hardy water canna.
There you go.
Ooh. And here comes the Japanese iris.
There you go.
All right, here comes the elephant ear. We'll get you an extended overhead view.
There we go. How's that look?
Like it.
Moment of truth. Let's see if this cloudy cloudy day will allow for a solar water pump. It is working. Yeah, and the whole point of this is just to keep the water circulating to help keep the mosquitoes down. And that's just because it's really cloudy. I heard that it will put up a bigger fountain if it were really sunny. But
Yeah.
and if the battery were fully charged. We just took it out of the box.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We'll show you what it looks like when it's fully charged on a sunny day.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think the birds will be too.
I know.
Aw. Love it when things work out.
I know.
We'll be in good shape, I think.
Yeah, the water is a little cloudy just because we stirred it up with the new gravel in there. So once all that settles, it'll look a lot better. All right, we're actually going to try a different method here. So this solar bubbler comes with a couple different adapters. So Todd's trying out a couple of them just to see what they look like. Again, I think if it was more charged, we might have a better effect, but
Oh,
that actually looks good.
Not precious.
And it's keeping the water moving too.
There's a bunch of them. Aww. And then the little plastic things, that's to keep it from getting too close and just emptying out your pot. That's why they're there.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good back there, doesn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, and thanks to a lot of you guys. You commented on a lot of our videos in the past to help us try to figure out what we're going to put on there. And I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I'm really happy that the thing is disguised and the concrete column is gone.
It's no more. So the water looks a little cloudy right now just because we introduced new gravel into there. But once it all settles down and once we get a fully charged water bubbler, it's going to look a lot better too. So stay tuned to that. We'll probably show you what it looks like at night on the next video, right?
Yeah, let's wait till it charges up a little bit.
Yeah, we want to give you the full effect.
That's right.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe.
That's right. I'm Todd.
I'm Rob, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks,
That's
y'all.
right.